Hi, folks. Great to be with you. Friday's Insights. Of course, Insights, the deeper dive into meteorology taking you in through the next few days. If you ever miss any of our videos, you can always find them at our homepage, 1degreeoutside.com, or on our app home screen. We put them at the top. That's Noyes' 1 Degree Outside weather app. All right, so the 14-day dew point forecast, the new air that's here, the lower dew point, the lower amount of moisture in the air is with us for the most part through the weekend. There'll be a couple of exceptions near the south coast. We'll talk about that. Humidity rebuilds, getting toward the middle of next week, gets knocked down again. Another shot of comfortable air shows up as we head toward the end of next weekend. That's nicely timed. And then humidity comes back again. And we talked about this earlier in the week in the Insights video. A little bit more normalcy in the pattern. We actually have some cold fronts that affect New England. We haven't had that, at least not to a large extent, to a strong enough extent over the last few weeks. So one cold front that already came through and brought the new air is now shifting offshore. There is another one on the map up by James Bay in Canada. That's going to drop into northern New England overnight Saturday night into early on Sunday morning, and we'll talk about that. Mostly it just serves to reinforce what will be the next kind of round of some comfortable air for northern New England. For the rest of us, look, or for everybody, Saturday's going to be great. Here's the map. You got a blend of sun and clouds. It'll be with us overall. I think you'll enjoy the day. The wind is fairly light. There'll be some sea breezes that develop for you. There may be a light shower that can develop in western Mass, western Connecticut. Mostly that higher chances through the Catskills. Something may bleed over by evening, early evening. Would not be a big deal, and most of us don't see it. Here's that cold front I mentioned coming out of James Bay, and by Sunday morning, it's right into the heart of central New England, or Sunday midday. So there may be a quick shower, a light one, in the morning in northern New England on Sunday. Could be Saturday evening in the crown of Maine. But again, most of that, it really doesn't have a lot of action with it. It's a blend of sun and clouds on Sunday after the morning cloud cover of northern New England breaks up, because that cold front kind of stalls out on top of us here as we get into Monday. Does it disappear? Does it become a stationary front over us? It's probably more like that, which is why we've got an increase in clouds and the chance of a pop-up shower. A slight increase in humidity Monday. By Tuesday, the humidity is up, and that's when the chance of showers would go up as well. The chance of precipitation on Saturday really limited, again, with the exception of far western New England, where something may bleed over out of the Catskills. Sunday, there not only may be a little shower with that cold front coming into northern New England, but because the humidity is up a little bit in far southern New England, there is about a 20 to 30% chance in these areas that we've indicated that you may get a shower to pop late in the day on Sunday across far southern New England. Most of us in between don't have a lot to worry about. Saturday's high temperatures reaching up into the 80s, some of us pushing 90 degrees. Again, gorgeous, though. I mean, it's going to be warm. Yes, some of you might say it qualifies as hot, but the humidity really isn't that bad. And that's why overnight Saturday night, we get right back down to the 50s in northern New England. Many of us very comfortable at about 60 to 65 degrees. It does start to get a little bit more humid by Sunday in southern Connecticut, in Rhode Island, and when you get onto the Cape for that matter as well. That's why I had mentioned you could get a pop-up late-day shower in these spots, 20 to 30% chance. Not too worried. There's that dying cold front dropping down to northern New England, but reinforcing that cooler air to the point that you don't get out of the 70s during the day on Sunday across the North Country. You see what I mean about the dew points right at the south coast. You start to climb back up near 70. It does start to feel sticky again for you Sunday on the Cape, on the islands in particular. And the farther north you go through the rest of New England, that just simply really isn't the case. So Sunday night, actually you get even cooler. Northern New England, because of that second cold front that comes in, may go to the 40s in some of the valleys on Sunday night. Incredible. A lot of the rest of us have pretty good comfort, with the exception of the south coast that we looked at. Monday, again, a gradual increase in humidity, an increase in clouds, the chance of a pop-up shower or a thunderstorm during the afternoon. But Tuesday is the day that the humidity is really back. You'll be up well into the 80s, and you're talking about dew point temperatures on Tuesday. Take a look. That are coming back up near 70 degrees all over again. 14-day forecast, just a reminder, you can always find it on our app, which is easy to find now. Just search for our last name, Noyes, in the App Store or on Google Play. Look forward to seeing you with Evening Essentials coming up later on the day today to cover your Friday evening and your outdoor outlook on Saturday. And, of course, you'll get your weekend update coming on Saturday morning. See you again in just a little while.